Welcome back to my channel. My name is Afra Richmond. In this video, we have a certain question we want to use C++ to solve. So we are answering question number 3 in this program. This is that there is a motor starting current checker. So we are to write a C++ program that accepts the rated current of a motor and its starting current. The condition is if the starting current is more than 3 times the rated current, our code should display high current, use proper motor starter. Otherwise, display starting current is acceptable. And we'll be using the if conditional statement. So we use if, and then as usual, we use the else. So if else, we are using the if and then else to solve this program. You have to draw your algorithm, pseudocode, flowcharts. All those we discussed in our first video. So if you want to lay hands on it, you can watch the previous videos and you'll get it. Alright, so let's get to the DevC++. If you have your DevC++, I'm using the version 5.11. If you have it installed, you go through the basic setup. You use #include IOStream, using namespace std to avoid typing std at the end of every line. And then we have our main bracket, open bracket, close, then curly bracket, to which we are going to type our word there. So according to the question, we have to write a C++ code that accepts the rated current of a motor and its starting current. So we are accepting two data from the user. We have the rated current and its starting current. And current, current can be in decimal, so we can have maybe 1 amps, 1 point something, 2 point something, 3 point something. So therefore, let's use float, which allows us to input decimals or 7 significant figures. So we have float, and let's use I for the rated current, and then float. Let's use S for the starting current. Then we want C++ to call out, to display on the screen, cout, enter motor rated current. So we enter the motor rated current here. We end the line, and then we see in to allow the user to enter the motor rated current, which we use I to represent. After that, we see out again, cout, enter the rated starting current. So we enter the rated starting current, and then we see in the rated starting current, which we are using S as a variable. And then our conditional statement, according to the question, if the current is more than 3 times the rated current. So if the starting current is more than 3 times the rated motor current. So if, bracket, our starting current, which we are using S, so if S is greater than 3 times the rated current, so if S is greater than 3 times, we use star, the rated current, which we are using I, then we should display from the question high current, higher starting current, use proper motor starter. So let's copy this and then cout. Okay, always ensure when you copy something, ensure you get it on the same line. Then we close, we end that line. And then else. Then if it doesn't match anything like that, it should display cout. From the question, it says display starting current is acceptable. So we display the same thing. This is it. Then finally, return 0 to end everything. So this is it. We have float I using for the motor rated current, float S for the starting current, and then our condition if S, which is the starting current, is greater than 3 times I, and I is our rated motor current, then it should display high current, use proper motor starter. Else, it should display starting current is acceptable. So let's try this. F11 to compile and run. So you press F11. This is what we have. So enter the motor rated current. Let's say we have 30 amps for the motor rated current. And the starting current is, let me say, 62. It says starting current is acceptable. Why? Because the starting current is not 3 times, it's not greater than 3 times the motor rated current. So we know this is accepted, everything is correct, and then it will work. Let's try a situation where the starting current is more than 3 times the rated current. So F11, let's say the rated current is 2, and then the starting current is, let's say, 42. This is not right because the starting current is greater than 3 times the rated current. So it says high starting current, use proper motor starter. So this is the code for running such a question. Very simple. We are using the if-else statement. So you can go through. It's very simple. Then if you have any challenge, feel free to visit our previous videos why we are using namespace STD and IO stream, all those things. We have a video on it in our first lectures. Thank you for watching.